Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Trinelli here, and today I'm going to be finding every sandwich in the world. Now, today I'm dressed as an idiot sandwich because this is part of my 3-part Halloweekend series from 2025. This is the second video. I'll have the first video linked in the description, and then when the video comes out tomorrow, or if you're watching this in the future, the video that came out the day after this aired, that will also be linked in the description. So there'll be 3 Halloweekend videos in total. So let's find every sandwich in the world, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, first up, we've got a map called Ham Sandwiches. We're going to be finding different shops that say ham sandwiches on them. Alright, we have the Ham Sandwich Company. It looks like we're in the UK. Left side of the road, we got yellow license plates. We have the company here, the name. Can we find a city name on any of like the shops or anything? Coronation buildings. Ooh, okay, hold on. Oh, that sign went away. I'm gonna go back one. What did it say? Nope, I keep clicking when I'm not supposed to. It says Shoreham. Okay, Shoreham is near, where would that be? Is that ever in Wales or Scotland? Is it ever near the shore? I'm gonna go near Edinburgh in Scotland. Okay, we were all the way south in England. Shoreham by the Sea, Worthing, and then if we zoom in, we can see the Ham Sandwich Company right there. So 1.999, North Burnover, Fingles Ham. Okay, so there is ham at the end of this, so maybe this is what we're supposed to find. It still feels UK Ireland to me. Just like the road and like the foliage and everything. And if you're wondering, yes, I did warm up the bread, so it's warm on my ears and smells like bread in here. So very like, I'm getting very in character for this idiot sandwich, for finding every sandwich today. Okay, I think I'm just gonna plonk it in the middle of the UK, kind of near Luton. Alright, not bad. We got almost 4K there. It was a little bit southeast of London, but we got pretty close. Ooh, Ham Sandwich Shop. This looks like the US though, not the UK. I wonder if this is a chain. The buildings in the back are making me think the South, like maybe like a Texas. Ham Sandwich Shop. What state would have a place called Ham Sandwich Shop? What does this say here? Carlson? Carlson. What state is Carlson in? There's probably a ton of Carlsons. Total Wine, Hobby Lobby. Ooh, okay, hold on. We're near a big exit sign. Interstate 494, Carlson Parkway. A big American flag. Plymouth, like Massachusetts. It says something county. Does it say Memphis County ever? Is this a Tennessee? I can't read that. But we have a bunch of signage up here and also on our left. Okay, military discount for vehicles. Ridgedale Drive. Minnetonka. I think I've heard of that before. Is that in... Where is that in? Would that ever be in like a Minnesota? Let me just like take a look here. I'm like not sure, but could this be the Midwest? It's probably not, right? This feels more southern, I feel like the vibe of the place. Hopkins and Crossroad. I think we're for sure in the US. Like I have a small doubt about it. I don't want to say no doubt. Part of me is thinking Canada, but I'm not. That's like a 1%, like a less than 1%. Minnetonka County, I think. Louisiana Ave. Is it ever in Louisiana? Probably not. Probably just named after. Hopkins Crossroad. I don't know where it is. Is it Minnesota? Is it like Oklahoma, Minnetonka? I don't know where Minnetonka is. I'm going to keep it in Minnesota because we got other maps to try, so we'll see how far we are. Oh my gosh. We were literally in Minneapolis. We got 4.8. I think it's just a neighborhood of Minneapolis. Okay, so we had really good instincts to go in Minnesota there. It's an amazing score. Okay. All right, we've got the Ham Sandwich Company again, but perhaps it is a chain location in England. I think I saw a city name on one of these. What did I see? .co.uk. We know we're in the UK because the left side of the road and the yellow license plates. South Coast. So is it ever just in... Where was it in last? In Portsmouth? No, it's in Worthing. I think this might be the same hand sandwich. It might be the same location. That is okay. Looks like we got the same location repeated again. That is fine. Where was this one? All right, we're gonna go in Minnesota. Nope, that is Wisconsin. Minneapolis, where we were before. Okay. That's okay. That was our first map. We had 2 repeat locations, even though it said it had 5, but that's fine. We're going to move on to our next map, which is Alertamo, South Georgia, and Sandwich Islands. So let's see how we do in finding Sandwich Islands and finding where we are in the Sandwich Islands. Okay. Ooh, okay. Very big mountains. We're near a little, like, cove, though. We've got these, like, docks for the boats. Okay, so this is South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands, which if you didn't know are kind of like east off the coast of like Argentina all the way out here. I don't know how often they show up in duels or if they ever do. Like, I don't know how official the coverage is. But this is definitely like some sort of harbor, right? So will the boat docks show up from this far up in the map? Probably not. I mean, I think we're pretty safe to guess an A harbor. I mean, I think it definitely could be any of the other harbors, but we don't know anything about this yet, and we should hopefully get a meta that pops up once we've guessed and learn from it. Okay, we were in Grytviken Station. So abandoned rusted machinery can be seen in Grytviken. Is the only pinpointable trekker in South Georgia. Okay. And if you're wondering why we only got 16 points there, it's because the map is only this whole island, so not guessing in like the right like section of the island is like, that is a lot of points. So that is why we only got 16 there. Okay, we're near a church. Is this ever just like further back from where we just had in Grytviken? Yeah, we're right beside a church, right? I feel like this looks like the same, go back to start. This looks like the same angle of the water that we're looking out at. The water to our east, Alertamo, South Georgia. So if I'm right beside the church, like I'm right here, right? Okay, woohoo! We got the Sandwich 5K. Let's go. So maybe not so big of an idiot after all. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. But South Georgia and Sandwich Islands, Grytviken Church. So a church and another building made of white painted wood can also be seen in Grytviken. Okay. Ooh, we're on a boat. Okay. This one's a little bit different because I don't see like the church or anything or the docks that we saw before. There is a big boat out there. So I feel like we can't be too far from Grytviken, right? Because it seems like where most of like the roads or stuff are. I'm gonna check a couple of the other ports. There's no like roads that are showing up when I zoom in here. Is it ever like this harbor? This has a place that pops up when I zoom in. I'm gonna go here in Ocean Harbor and we'll learn from this. Okay, no, we were actually up closer to Leith Harbor. So this is Hercules Bay. This boat trekker in Hercules Bay can be recognized by a man in a red jacket and the MS National Geographic Explorer in the background. Okay. Okay. I think this is the same location maybe that we had before, or at least in the same area, right? This is Grytviken. I'm looking out the water to my east, directly to my east. I'm kind of like right in front of this coast, so this thing sticking out. I think this is pretty much it. All right, our second Sandwich 5K. Woohoo! Grytviken abandoned machinery. I think this is the same meta we had before. Okay. All right. Same boat trekker meta person. So we know it is near above Leith Harbor, I think it was, right? Yeah, I think it was above Leaf Harbor, like here, somewhere in Hercules Bay. I think it's gonna be hard to pinpoint exactly where in the bay since we're in the water. Um, but I think this is pretty okay. All right, we got 4.8, so not exactly 5K, but that's fine. We're a little bit closer to the shore, which maybe we could have gotten, but we'll know for the next time we play this map. All right, we got 14K. Let's move on to our third sandwich map. All right, so this map is Quiznos, so we're going to try to find every Quiznos, which is a sandwich chain. I don't know if they're based in the US or if they just have like a lot of locations in the US, but I think these locations are going to be all over the world if they have locations all over the world. And if they don't, then I'll correct myself in the edit and you'll see that information pop up. But Quiznos is a sandwich chain, so that is why it's in this video, finding every sandwich in the world. All right. Jamestown, ND, so we're gonna say that we're in North Dakota. Can we find the Quiznos that is nearby though? All right, Quiznos sub right behind us. Okay, North Dakota, Jamestown. Hopefully that is a big-ish town. Okay, right here, perfect. What street are we nearby? What intersection? And we can find the Quiznos that is nearby. 7th Street South and 1st Ave South. So 1st Ave North is here. We want 1st Ave South and 7th Street South. Southeast. How big is this city? I'm trying to look for the street names without like southeast. A lot of them say southeast, southwest, northeast. But these ones just say south. So I'm trying to find that. Maybe they're up here. Doesn't seem like it though. I'll just try to find 1st and 7th, some intersection of a 1st and 7th, and hopefully like here. Okay. Maybe south. Oh, maybe ST.S. Street E. Maybe it just rebranded to East or something, so we return to start. We got H&R Block like on our left. We're a little bit further down the intersection. How close are we to this other in-road? Looks like there is a little bit of a road down here. Is it over this? Okay, I think this will be close. No, it was not close. But I mean, like, it was close in the grand scheme of things because, yes, we were in the US and we got the right town. And we got 4.994, which is really good, but it was not the 5K. So, womp womp, no sandwich 5K there. All right, looks like we're in a bigger city this time. Maryland Treatment Center. Where is the Quiznos? Hopefully it is down the street. We got a cafe. Harbor Bank. Where's the Quiznos? Well, unfortunately, I cannot find the Quiznos, but we're going to do our best to get this 5K, even though we can't find the actual Quiznos itself. So I think we're in Maryland, like it said before. And there's a police car right here, which hopefully has a city name. University of Maryland, Baltimore. Okay, Baltimore. How big is the University of Maryland? Because it doesn't seem like a grid-like city necessarily. Like, it's not like New York, so I don't think it'll be too easy to find. Is Quiznos down the street? Maybe there used to be Quiznos here and there's no longer Quiznos in this coverage. That could be possible. Alright, I think I'm gonna just plonk it here in the middle of Baltimore and we'll see how close we are. Okay, we are just down the street, which is okay. We were right here, and let's keep going. All right, we see maximum on the sign, which makes me think Canada. Let's see what we can find out where we are. Brantford, Woodstock, and London. Where in Canada are those cities? These bollards on the side of the road are interesting with like the white and green. Haldimand County. I'm gonna go back to start. Okay. Blue text area. Incaster. I feel like those green bollards definitely mean something here. I'm gonna go near Toronto and then we'll find out where the red... No. I'm gonna go in like Sask. I feel like it feels more here. Nope, we were literally more near Toronto. We were in Hamilton. I should have stuck with it there. So womp womp, bad 5K score. Is the Quiznos over here behind us? Don't see the Quiznos there. Perhaps it is across the street. Oh, Quiznos here in the gas station. Okay, so we see Quiznos in the gas station in Elan gas station. 281 area code. Does this feel like Canada, right? Not the US? I'm like, ever? Let's find more information. Climate control 713. Ooh, these are like palm trees. I'm like, these are confusing me. Texas. Houston, Texas. Are we in Texas ever? Texas, yeah, I guess we are. I'm gonna go to New Houston because that's what I saw on the truck. Okay, not bad. We got 4.8. We'll definitely take that. Ooh, we can't move here. Looks like there might be a Quiznos in or near the speedway. We can't move though, so we have to use the clues that we do have to try to figure out where we are. So we have trucks and the license plates. This one says Texas on it. I think that's a Texas plate, but trucks obviously go cross country, so do I think we're in Texas? It's very, very cloudy coverage. It feels more like a Virginia maybe to me. Like it doesn't feel so southern. So let's see how good the vibe is. Okay, we were just in Tennessee, a little bit over the Kentucky border, but not bad. We knew we weren't in Texas, so we'll take 3K there. We got 18K for finding every Quiznos in the world. So we're gonna move on to our fourth map, which is Sandwich, England, which I think is a city in England. So we're gonna try to see how well we can find where we are within this city. Because we're finding every type of sandwich in the world. We had Quiznos, we had the ham sandwiches, we had Sandwich Islands, now we have Sandwich, England. Okay. How near civilization are we? All routes. We have a sign that says Ramsgate and Dover to our right. So where is Ramsgate and Dover? Maybe these are bigger cities that are nearby? Perhaps. Or maybe they're just neighborhoods. I don't think we're like downtown, right? Go back to the start. It feels like we are kind of in the middle of like maybe like an industrial park or, you know, like factories and stuff like that. So we're like not going to be like walking down to get like the Sandwich Bakery Company. We're not getting, you know, Balloons or Us. We're going to probably be like more out there, like here by like St. Bart's Road is my guess. Okay, we were on the opposite side of the city. We only got 9 points there. We were near the Sandwich Sailing and Motorboat Club. Okay. Okay, we're in the UK again. This time I think we're in the downtown, so maybe this is 5Kable. We're near Miller's Insurance, so let's see if we can find a street name, and then that should help us a lot. Market Street, okay. We're gonna find Market Street and Delph. Delph is right here, and this is Market Street. We'll go back to start. Which way did I go to get those two street names? Nope, I think I went in the other direction. Okay, we'll go back to start. So if Market and Delph are down there, we're right by Miller's Insurance. We're probably somewhere here. Are there any other... There's Finn's right by the intersection, right? How far are we from Finn's? We're a little bit, like, two shops down from Finn's, but on the other side. I think that this is the 5K. Okay, amazing. Another Sandwich 5K, this time in Sandwich, England. So we'll definitely take that. All right, this part seems like a neighborhood of Sandwich, like, UK. Like, we're not in, like, the downtown area like we were before, so I don't know how 5K-able this will be. But we're going to try our very best to at least find some information. Birch Avenue. Ooh, Birch Avenue. Wait, hold on. We're cooking. Birch Avenue is like a curved corner, but there are a lot of curved corners, but it's only this. So if we find another intersection, we should be cooking. Hazelwood and Meadow. Okay. Hazelwood and Meadow is like front left of us, so can we find Hazelwood and Meadow? Okay, this is Hazelwood Meadow, and Birch is here on the corner, so we're somewhere like here, I think, at this intersection. Yay! Oh, so many Sandwich 5Ks today. Amazing. We're finding every sandwich in the world. Let's see if we can get another here in Sandwich, England. Sandwich Leisure Park. Okay, at the end of the lane. How big is this park? There can't be that many parks, right, inside of Sandwich, England. Okay. Can we see city names? Or street names? I am misspeaking right now, but that is okay. Signal Man. Footpath. Leisure Park. How big is Sandwich? Big Cove. Golf Club. Don't think it's a golf club. I feel like it's gonna be one of these. I'm gonna go here near a skate park. Okay, not bad. We were just, if we had guessed on the road, I think we could have gotten the 5K there, but we found the right park. We were on Woodnesboro Road. Okay. Did we just get dropped in the same location? Let me refresh. Okay, no, I think we were just, somehow it glitched for a second and we were not. Oh no, we are in the same location. Bruh, we just, maybe it's by fate that we got dropped here. All right, we got another Sandwich 5K. I mean, luckily and randomly, we got the same location twice in a row, so we got the 5K there. We'll definitely take that. All right, 18K, not bad for our Sandwich England map. Last but not least, we have Famous Frank's hot dog, not sandwich shops, so this one's probably a little bit controversial. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich? I thought it was just a bit of fun and something to include in our Finding Every Sandwich Ever video, so let's see how we do. All right, we got Nathan's Original, and then back here it says the hot dog eating contest, which we know is in New York. I think it's on Long Island somewhere. Let me see if we can find any other information. Is it ever at Coney Island, right? Alter route, West 15th Street? Okay, let's find where I think it is. This is Brooklyn. I don't know how far down, like, the island, Coney Island, or, like, this part of the contest is. West 15th and what is the intersection? I know for sure we're in, like, the right, like, city. Like, I know that this is New York. Or I know that this is Coney Island, sorry. No, what am I saying? Okay. All right, I'm gonna guess here. I don't think this is a 5K exactly, but I think we'll be pretty close. Okay, we were a little bit further down. It turns out Coney Island's right here at the bottom of Brooklyn, which I did not know. But yeah, that was Nathan's Famous. All right, we've got a place called Steamy Weenie. And we've got a bunch of palm trees around, a Cinnaholic. This feels like LA initially. Like I want to just say like we're in like an LA area. I think it's like the palm trees, but I think we could be in like Florida too, I think, from the palm trees, but it just feels more like California to me. We'll see though. Pause to look at this information here for lease. 702. Where do I think? I think that this is LA. Like this feels like California to me. Pebble and 2200. Starbucks. I mean, there's literally Starbucks everywhere, so not super, super helpful. Houston, Texas hot chicken. Well, that's throwing me off a little bit, but I want to say that seems like a chain and not like... Yeah, this doesn't seem like Houston, Texas to me. But we could be wrong here. Freeway entrance. Nevada. Ooh. Did not think we were in Nevada. 215. How big is the 215? We're going to expand the map and try to at least look for the right route, hopefully. I think we're somewhere along the California border, so... Ooh, 215 seems like it's up here. So somewhere maybe near Vegas. I'm going to go here. Okay, we got 4.8. I will definitely take that. This place is called Dirty Frank's. Columbus's home for new sports. Okay, we're in Columbus. So Columbus is in Ohio. I think this is definitely 5 cable. We can definitely get this. 4th Street and Rich Street. 4th Street. 4th Street is very long. We're gonna look for, okay, East Rich Street, right? And this is 4th. Dirty Frank's, hold on. Go back to the start. Dirty Frank's, and we're right in front of it, right? Yay, 5K, another sandwich 5K, whoop whoop. We'll definitely take that. Okay, ooh, Pink's hot dog. I think this is like a famous thing in California, right? I know I said the last one was in California, and I think it was in Nevada, but I'm pretty sure this is like a really famous LA thing. I don't know like where in LA it is. LA is like kind of big, like... Yeah, let's see if I can find out. Melrose and La Brea. I don't know where those avenues are. I'm gonna do a quick scan and just see if they pop out to me, but if not, we'll drop it in the middle of LA. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm just gonna drop it here. Okay, not bad. We could have done better, but we got 4.7. We had the right city. We were in Melrose Ave, Pink's Hot Dogs, which is a famous place in LA. All right, this is Chili Dog, Kraut Dog, Arbetter's Chili Dogs. This feels like a Florida to me, and it says best hot dog in Florida, so I'm gonna say that we're pretty confirmed there. What is this feeling like? Orlando, Miami, a smaller city, someplace more southern. I'm gonna zoom in on Florida because I know we're definitely somewhere there. Hopefully this has a city name on it right here. Nope, it has a road street name. Ooh, Gabaka sign. Legislature of Florida. Okay, so it doesn't say the city name again. We have an emergency, like urgent care here. Something Gables? Orthodontics. Can we get a city name? And we can further find out where we are. Legislature of Florida. Ooh, a big sign. Nope, it just says coral. Okay, we have like a law firm here. Okay, Miami-Dade Transit. So Miami is, zoom out a second because I'm not in Miami. Here, we'll go back to start and see if there is a grid-like street name that we can find. I don't see the street name like on a green sign or anything, but it might be like labeled differently than other cities that I know. I think I'm just gonna guess here in like downtown Miami, and I think we'll be pretty. Oh, Coral Gables. Hold on. I almost gave up, but now I have new hope because I saw Coral Gables on a bunch of different signs. We're kind of near like a big highway, right? What is this place called? It is called Arbetter's Chili Dogs. Does that pop up anywhere near the highway? McDonald's? No. Cafe Redondo's, Wendy's. All right, I'm not finding it, but that is okay. We're gonna guess in the middle of Coral Gables in Miami. Okay, we're a little bit farther west near the highway, South 40th and South 87th. So we got 24.2K, which is an extremely good score, meaning we got less than 1,000 points off of perfect for all 5 rounds in total. So that's gonna be it today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me finding every sandwich in the world. Let me know down in the comments if you like this mixture of me trying to find different sandwich shops and also finding different places named Sandwich, like Sandwich Islands and Sandwich in the UK. I'm also dressed as an idiot sandwich if you didn't know, because it's part of my 3-part Halloweekend series. The other videos that are in the series will be linked in the description once they come out. And if you're watching this in the future, I see you in 2042 out there, then those are already in the description. So thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.